Hello, welcome to the 100x Connects community. Let me take you through the 100x ecosystem. Step 1. Become a free or paid member. Step 2. Discover your passion by tuning into the 100x daily night sessions, chatting with other members in the 100x Discord community, and participate in 100x virtual summits. Step 3. Unleash your true potential by equipping yourself with 100x workshops and work with you challenges. Step 4. Begin your entrepreneurial journey by signing up for the Malaysia Ministry-endorsed 100x 100 Days Business Startup Challenge, seeking business advice, or enrolling in the Advanced Business Coaching for pitching and funding. Step 5. Being the country's best entrepreneur community, 100x has a wealth of resources such as business funding to accelerate your business, digital marketplaces to sell your products and services, and collaboration platforms to do networking and organize your favorite event, among many others. Furthermore, 100x will also create business opportunities. All these are easily accessible and convenient for 100x members. Step 6. In return, the 100x alumni hope to bring together like-minded people and provide mentoring, internship and career opportunities to help the network grow. Pillars are used to uphold purposes. At 100x, we believe that every entrepreneur should embark on a purposeful journey. 100x is built on 7 pillars: financial intelligence, fitness and wellness, business and entrepreneurship, sales and marketing, personal development, love and relationship, and hobbies and leisure. Sign up as a 100x member and start a purposeful journey.
Hello everyone, welcome to 100x Connect. Welcome everyone. So let me introduce myself. I am Josephine Young and welcome to our Tuesday session about health and fitness. Okay, so every Tuesday you will see me, Josephine, doing live here, so that I will talk about topic related to fitness. All right, so today is going to be the same. I hope everybody is doing well. If you're doing well today, please comment down in the comment section below and just let me know how you feel today. I had a very busy day. As you know, the gyms are open. So I've been very busy. I just got home, in fact, like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, 5 minutes before 9 o'clock. I just got home and then immediately I start my live. I really enjoy doing my Tuesday live session to share with you share more knowledge to you, because that is always what I want to do in my life, helping more people clear off some of the doubts that people have in terms of like fitness and all that stuff. Okay, so once again, if you just join in, I want to welcome you to 100x Connect session. So every single night we will have a session in every night we will have a session in our 100x Facebook. Okay, so we will talk about like different topics every night. So Monday we talk about financial intelligence, and then Tuesday we talk about health and fitness, which is together with me, and then Wednesday we have networking session, and tomorrow we have networking session together with Alibaba Cloud. So if you like networking, do come and join us tomorrow. All right, and then on Thursday we have Money Magnet, teaching you on how you are able to get more money. All right, and then on Friday, we have our event night, which is this coming Friday. We're going to have a very interesting event, which is a karaoke night. Okay, yeah, so it's going to be very interesting. All right, and then Saturday we have a different session right now, and then also on Sunday we have marketing session. Okay, so if you like marketing, you should come and join our Sunday afternoon session, like about 4 o'clock. Yeah, so do sign up for our free membership with 100x so that you can get connected with us, join all our session. And make sure you like our Facebook page, our Instagram, and also our LinkedIn to get updates of what is happening every single day. Okay, yeah, so today I want to actually talk to you about this topic. Okay, so how can you actually turn fats into muscles? Is it true or false? Okay, a lot of people actually like to say this, oh, let's go to the gym and work out and turn the fats into muscles. Is it true or false? So I will talk about this in a little while. But before that, I want to just share my screen and just introduce myself a little bit before I start, okay? So that you get to know me more. Who is Josephine here? Who is she? Why is she talking about fitness related topic, right? So just allow me to share my screen. Okay, all right. So my name is Josephine Young. So I am the first female IFBB pro in Malaysia. So if you do not know what is IFBB pro, IFBB actually is a world-renowned bodybuilding federation in the world. Okay, so I am the first female and only female in Malaysia that currently got the awarded as a professional athlete. So I am a professional bodybuilder. Besides that, also I am also uh, just recently got awarded as the best Pilates trainer of the year in Malaysia. Okay, so I'm a personal trainer. I help people to get fit, to achieve their body goal, to get their health back, and so on and so forth. And I am also a Pilates instructor. So, what is Pilates, right? If you don't know what is Pilates, Pilates helps you with restoring your posture. Okay, so if you have pain, right, most of the time it's related to posture problem. Okay, all of us have postural problem. Doesn't matter what profession you have and what habit you have, for sure you have some form of postural problem one. Okay, because we always tend to like to do things in a certain way, and after a long period of time that tends to give us some form of pain. The best example would be neck pain. All of us are facing to in front of the computer, the laptop all the time, right? Like what I'm doing right now, I'm facing the laptop. Okay, when you're facing towards a laptop, and especially when your laptop is a little bit lower, okay, I don't have something to elevate the laptop. Yeah, so if you have a desktop or a laptop that is elevated, then it's good for you. But if you do not have, what you tend to do is you keep looking down, right? After a while, you're going to get this neck pain and shoulder pain and all that stuff, back pain. So this is what I do in Pilates. I help people to realize the problems that they are having. Okay, so from there I teach them exercises to do so that they can start building the muscles, the necessarily muscles for them to achieve a better posture. And then, of course, to educate you about the posture, how is your posture supposed to be, so that in everyday life you can be more aware of what you are doing, and then from there you can improve on your posture and improve from your strength and reduce the pain. All right, and of course, besides that, Pilates also help you with building your core strength, your strength of the entire body, build your endurance, and also increase your flexibility. Okay, that's what Pilates is about. Besides that, I'm also a nutrition coach. I help people with their nutrition. If you need guidance in terms of your nutrition, I can help you with that. Okay, but of course, just a little bit of me, right? I didn't start off like that. I started off as a chubby girl. Okay, this picture was taken 10 years ago. Yeah, when I was chubby, but actually during that time, right, I was very active. I was constantly actively dancing because I was a professional dancer. So I was dancing like every day. I danced 6 to 8 hours a day, but I was still fat. Yeah, so that makes me very, very upset with myself and all that stuff. So I started like I did all types of diet. I did like no carbs diet for no rice diet for 3 years of my life, and I didn't see much result from that actually. And then of course I take like slimming pills, go to slimming center, do all sorts of things trying to lose weight, but I was still chubby. You can see my tummy in the picture there. Okay, so and then I just gave up. I gave up, and I just, like many of you always thought to yourself that, oh, maybe I'm meant to be like that lah forever. I try so many things, but I'm still fat, right? Maybe I'm meant to be fat. I just give up. So I was giving up. But one day I just decided I wanted to join the gym. The reason I wanted to join the gym was just because I wanted to do an extra activity. Because joining gym membership is affordable. It's quite cheap, right? Like 100, 200 ringgit. you join the gym, and then you can use the gym like multiple times, like many hours a day. Nobody is going to chase you out. So I decided to just join the gym and just spend some time in the gym. And then I started lifting weights. I didn't know how to lift at the beginning. I was just asking like the trainers in the gym. I was asking some friends, watching YouTube, watching Instagram. That's how we all start, right? But after that, I started seeing my body changing, and the people around me started seeing the result that I get. So I got very surprised and like how I actually did it. So I went into studying more on the exercise science and nutrition science, and after that I just decided that why not I just help more people, right? I should become a personal trainer and help more people. And then of course, yeah, this is how I look. I joined bodybuilding competition so that I get the knowledge on bodybuilding as well. Okay, so that is a little bit about me, and then I'm just going to switch this off because this is a different slide actually. Okay, so let's come back to today's topic. So now you know a little bit about me and what I do, how I help people. So I want to share about today's session, which is, give me a moment. I am just going to share my screen again. So today's topic is about turning fats into muscles. True or false? Okay. Now you tell me, is it true or false that you are able to turn fats into muscles? Because a lot of time people always like to say that, oh, let's go and work out, right? And then you try to turn the fats into muscles. So you let me know, like if you know whether it's true or false, let me know. Okay, just type down in the comment section. I can see your comment. Okay, so that I know that you know what you are thinking. Okay, now I'm going to tell the result right now. The answer is it is false. Okay, you can't turn your fats into muscles, and I am going to tell you why. Now, first thing, we need to understand what is fats. Okay, fats basically, when we talk about fats in your body, fats are cells. Okay, in your body there are fat cells. Okay, there are molecules in your body. So it is a cell, a molecule in your body. Okay, there's this one special type, is called fats. Okay, and muscles. What is muscles, right? Muscles is another type of cells, okay, that have a different function. Okay, so what's the function of muscles cells? Is actually to help you with your movement, to help you to gain the strength. Okay, so the strength of your body actually come from your muscles. Okay, and to help you to move. Okay, because your body, if you do not have any muscles, you only have bones and skeleton, your body are not able is not able to move. Okay, including your heart. Your heart is actually made up of muscles. That's why it keeps pumping all the time. The strongest muscles in your entire body probably is your heart, because your heart work 24/7, like every single day until the day you die. Your heart keeps pumping. So it's one of the strongest muscles in your entire body. So muscles again gives you that movement. That's why muscles is very, very important, and you need strong muscles. If you do not have, imagine, right, your heart, if your heart is weak, you do not have strong muscles in your heart, right? What is going to happen is your muscles, you don't have strong muscles, your muscles are very weak, then your heart won't be pumping effectively, and it might just stop. Okay, therefore muscles are important. Now what about fats? What are the function of fats? The fats basically is there in your body to protect you in many ways. Okay, fats are there to protect you from temperature. So if you're in a very cold environment, having fats is actually very good for your body so that it keeps you warm. And it's also a very great source of energy. Okay, if you're starving, okay, if touch wood, right, anything happened to us, like, and we are not able to get food. Okay, what is keeping you alive, giving you energy, is coming from fats. Okay, fats give you a lot of energy. Okay, so that is the function of fats. And of course, fats have other benefits as well in terms of protecting your cells. You know, your cells in your body needs a layer of fat around it to protect the cell. So there's a lot of function. But so can you actually turn the fat into muscles? Like I said just now, you cannot. It's two completely different thing. Okay, it's a different thing. It's not like a lot of people think that fats are like I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say that. Like it will magically turn into something. It cannot. Fats and muscle, the relationship is like I have a bottle of water, right? And I have a handphone here. Okay? My water bottle and handphone. My water inside cannot magically turn into a handphone, and my handphone cannot magically turn into water. Okay? Imagine again, the water is your fats because it kind of have some similarity in terms of like they are very flowy, you know, like water type. It cannot, it will never become muscles. It cannot, it just cannot happen. Okay. So why do people always say that? Oh, turn fats into muscles. Now that statement is obviously wrong, right? Um, but you know why people actually say that is because a lot of times when you exercise, when you start losing weight by doing exercises, right, you will start reducing fats. And then you, because you, since you started exercising, your muscles will increase because to help your body to move better, your muscles has to grow. Okay, so therefore your 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 fats will lower and then your muscles will go up higher. Okay, so that is the relationship that is happening here right now. Okay, so it just doesn't magically shoop, magic like that and just turn into muscles. Okay, it doesn't work that way. All right. Okay, so very very simple, just want to tell everybody. Yeah, so um so what about the so when sorry, I just got distracted by an email coming in. Yeah. Okay, so and also the other way around, right? People often like to say that, oh, if you do not exercise, your muscles are going to turn into fats. Same thing, it cannot go the other way around because it just biologically it is impossible. Your muscles will not turn into fats. Okay? If you stop exercising, your muscles will not turn into fat. This is the greatest concern about a lot of people when they go to the gym. It's one of the big concern. I have a lot of people coming and tell me that, oh, Joe, like don't lift so much weight because if you get older that time and you stop lifting weights, your muscles are going to turn into fat. That is like that is completely wrong. Like I say again, your handphone, right? If you don't use it, it cannot turn into water. It will never turn into the water. Okay, so that is what I want to tell everybody. Okay, um let's talk a little bit more about how you are able to, you know, transform your body and what's the science behind it. So let's talk about the first one first, right? The fat turning into muscles. I mentioned just now, your fats will never your why people say that your fat can turn into muscle is basically because you are exercising, and you are eating right. If you are exercising and you are eating right, you are eating less than you used to be eating, then your fat level, your fat percentage will drop down. And when your fat percentage drop down, at the same time, you start exercising. You go and do exercise, you go and lift weights, lift heavy weights. Your body, to support yourself, it will start growing muscle. So your muscles will start growing up and then your fat level will drop down. Now, if you're continuously doing that for a long period of time, and so you will see the result getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, what if you stop exercising, right? If you stop exercising, it will just maintain this way, okay? Actually, not really. If you stop exercising, what will happen is because you're not using that much of muscle anymore, the body will naturally make your muscles level drop down. Okay, it will naturally come down because having a lot of muscle is unnecessarily energy burn. Okay, so if your body don't need to use that much of energy, the body will naturally reduce in the muscles to just preserve your body a little bit easier. Okay, your muscles will actually come down, but it will not turn into fats. Okay, it will not. See, it's two different things here. Your muscle drop, your fat is still here. If you at the same time you are dieting, you're not working out and you are dieting, your fat percentage will drop down at the same time. So it will be together, come down together. But what if you don't exercise, your exercise level come down, your muscles came down, but you eat a lot, a lot, a lot? What will happen is your fat percentage will increase. And you keep eating a lot and you stop moving. So this is what the relationship that is happening in your body. It's two different things growing at a different time at a different rate. Okay, so this is the thing. So if anybody ever going to tell you that, oh, don't go to the gym, if you go to the gym, you stop exercising, your muscles will turn into fats, tell them it is wrong. Okay, it is impossible. Okay, why people stop exercising and they get very fat? The reason is because when they stop exercising, supposedly you should eat less, but they do it the other way around. They did it the wrong way. Instead of eating less, they eat more. So, because of that, they start gaining fats. They start gaining a lot of fats. Okay, that is why you see those people become flabby, right? People like to say, "Oh, if you don't exercise, you become flabby," right? If you last time you used to exercise and now you stop exercising, you become flabby. Is the flabbiness actually come from your fats because your fats just gain so much more, okay? And your muscles are not working, okay? So the whole body just look like an entire jelly. So that is what is happening to your body. Your fats cannot turn into muscles. Your muscles cannot turn into fats. It's just impossible. Oh, hi, Timothy. Hi, Timothy, for watching. Thank you for watching my session today. Yeah, thank you very much. So, Timothy, if you just came in, I was just talking about can fats turn into muscles? The answer is cannot. Actually, just like probably 30 minutes ago, I posted the poster on my I received, sorry, 30 minutes ago, I received a comment in my LinkedIn post because I was posting this today's sessions poster on my LinkedIn, and a lady replied and say, me commented and say true question mark. This really makes me think like, okay, this is something that I need to talk about to a lot of people. A lot of people have that misconception that fats and muscles can interchange. It cannot interchange with each other. It's just different things. It's like air and food. Air and food is completely two different things, right? They cannot interchange with each other. No matter how you're going to change the molecules of them and try to change the chemical or whatever, air can never become food. The food can never become air. So it is the same relationship between fats and muscles. Okay, I hope you understand it. So if you like, it just cannot. I don't know how much can I explain this. You just cannot change it. You cannot be telling me that, oh, if I eat a lot of air, I am going to be full, right? You cannot be full just by inhaling air in your body, okay? And you cannot tell me that if I eat a lot of food, then I can breathe. It's two different things. Yeah, it's misinformation. There's a lot of misinformation. It's two different things. Okay. Yeah, so that is the one thing that I want to tell everybody. It has nothing, no relationship at all. The only relationship between fats and muscles is it is constantly going into the opposite direction. It's constantly going the opposite direction. If this is fat, if your fat is high, most of the time your muscles will be low. Okay, because why your fat is high is because you're not exercising enough. Because this is low, that's why your fat is high. Okay, but if you start increasing your exercise and start building the muscles, your fat will slowly come down. Okay, it's increase a little bit more and then it come down even more. Okay, so the relationship between muscles and fat are highly dependable on your muscles. Okay, your muscles actually dictate a lot of things. If your muscles are good, right, your fats will come down. If your muscles are bad, and then your fats will go up. Okay, so it all depends on this. And how to make your muscles go up and go down, it depends on your exercise level. That's why exercising is so important. Another thing that can make your fats grow more is actually, of course, your food intake. Okay, the food that you are taking in has another very big close relationship on how your fats can grow too. If you are eating a lot, for sure your fats are going to go up. Okay, so you need to control your diet. Eat whatever you need only. I'm not sure how many of you joined my sessions. My session about 2 weeks ago, I was talking about how I actually lost 5 kg during the MCO. Okay, if you remember that session, if you joined that session, I actually tell you this thing that during the MCO that time, I actually purposely reduce the food quantity that I consume because I know I purposely reduce the food quantity, okay, reduce my fat, reduce my calorie, because I know my exercise level is coming down. So if last time my fitness level is at this, my muscles is here, my body fat is here. Because I know during MCO I'm not going to exercise so much, right? I'm not going to be able to walk around like I used to teach and work and all that stuff. I know my exercise level is going to come down. I don't want this to be in one same line because when it's one same line that time, the next thing is going to happen is my fat is going to go up. So what I did was when my exercise reduced, I purposely reduced my food intake so it comes down together. Okay, so that my entire chart just come down together. My exercise level come down, my 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 food intake also come down, so that when I know that my muscles are not working that much, my muscles will reduce. At the same time, my fats reduce together. While I'm telling you all this stuff, I'm not quite sure any of you catch me when I talk about muscle reducing. Okay, so if you do not exercise, your muscles will reduce. Okay, so when you see a big ex bodybuilder and they look flabby, it's not because the muscle turning into fat. It is actually the muscles shrink and the fats just grow very, very big. Okay. If you look at me, I control my diet. Okay. So therefore, when my muscle shrink, but actually I lose a lot of muscle mass during the MCO. Okay. I lose my muscle mass, but I still look good. It's because my body fat percentage also dropped down at the same time. Okay. So you cannot do the what I want to say here is you cannot not exercise and eat a lot. Okay, you cannot do that. Then for sure you're going to get fat and you're going to get ugly and unfit and all that stuff. Okay, yeah. Another thing that is very important that I want to mention here is the fats. Okay, um, the fats can the fat cells can grow multiple times. Okay, the fat cells, right, is a very interesting thing. A sponge, right? You wash your plates or whatever, you use a sponge, right? The fat cell is like a sponge. The more you feed yourself, the sponge will just expand and grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So just imagine you use uh, your sponge, you put it inside the water, it will expand. Okay, this is how you actually grow fat. Is it will expand from a small sponge, it can expand into a big sponge. Okay, so that this is how your body grow fat. Now the amazing thing about the fat is when you go grow towards the maximum already, this cell can be cut down into two. Okay, from one, it will become from one big cell, it will cut down, become two cells, and then it will grow again. If you keep feeding yourself, it will keep growing. And then once these two big cells already achieve their maximum, they will break down and grow another. So it keeps multiplying themselves. That is why there is no stopping yourself from growing fat if you do not take care of your diet and your health and your exercise. Okay. And the worst thing is like this. So let's say this thing has already multiplied from two cells become from one cell become 100 cell, right? 100 of this big fat cell. From one single cell of fat cell grow into 100 big fat cell. And you decided that, oh, I think it's time for me to diet and lose some weight. What happens is all these 100 cells, right, will shrink. It will shrink because you're not feeding the cells, right? So these cells will shrink, the muscle cells will shrink until it's very, very, very small. So you start seeing yourself, oh, I'm getting thinner, right? You're very happy. But you have to remember, you still have 100 cells or fat cells in your body. Instead of one, the original one, now you have 100. So if you do not take care, after you lose weight already, you just go and after you get the result that you want, you're very happy. You decided that, oh, I want to stop dieting and I want to go back to my normal life and enjoy the food that I love the most, which is like, fast food, McDonald's and pizza and burger, fries and all this stuff. What is going to happen is your 100 fat cells is going to start expanding again. That is when you see yourself, your body will keep growing again. So, what I want to tell all of you today is you need to start taking care of your fat percentage, because once it goes up, it has a tendency to keep growing. Your fats can keep growing and growing and growing and growing. Okay, even though if you're 100 kilo, even if you lost 20 kilo or 50 kilo, you have the potential to go back into your 100 kilo and beyond, just like this, if you don't take care of it, because now you have 100 sponge instead of one sponge. One sponge can only absorb, I don't know, 1 liter of water, but if you have 100 sponge, then your body can absorb 100 liter of water or oil. Okay, so this is what I want to tell you, why today's session is important, because I really want to tell you the relationship between fats and muscles. Now, if you have 100 fat cell, what should you do right now, right? What you need to do is start exercising and dieting. It's only these two rule of thumb only. No matter what we want to talk about, these two is the most important thing: exercise and your diet. Like I say, if your exercise start increasing, your fat cell will start shrinking. Okay, it will start shrinking. So you want to make sure that this muscles level is good, so that you can consistently maintain the fat cells as small as possible. So Timothy asked the question here, how do you get rid of the 100 cells? You can't. That is the worst thing about fats. You can't get rid of it. Once it multiplies, you cannot get rid of it. So please tell your friends and family around you that, if you start seeing them getting fat already, please ask them to start controlling their body. Because once the cell multiplies, you cannot cut them down, remove them away. You just cannot do it. You know how some people, to make things fast, they go to do liposuction? Okay. Now, what liposuction is doing is basically they insert this syringe into your body and they try to suck out your fat cells. Okay. Suck out your fats out from your body. Okay, and then they throw it away or use it whatever way that they want it. So you immediately, your body will just reduce the fat, right? Because it's like basically it's like cutting the fats off lah. So imagine you're eating a chicken, just removing the entire fats out, right? Like that, right? So, and if you go and see the review of people getting liposuction, there is a very high chance of these people actually will gain back all the fats, because your fats will just keep multiplying if you do not take care of it. So for people who do liposuction, right, after they did liposuction, they need to make sure that they diet. If they do not diet down and they just eat how they used to eat, they are going to gain all the cells back. Okay, it will just keep multiplying, and you can't get rid of it after that. You just can't. The only thing you can do is just make the cells shrink. So that is why people who are fat, like I say, the people who are fat, they, even though after they lost weight, it's very easy for them to gain back the weight. This is very, very unfortunate. But we just have to deal with whatever we have, right? So make sure you go and warn your people around you or yourself if you feel like you're getting a bit bigger than you used to. You are in a, you know, now you have the knowledge already. Now I already told you the science and the facts, the biology of your body. You want to make sure that you do not continue gaining the weights. You do not continue gaining more fat cells in your body, because once it grows, you cannot get rid of it. But the weird thing is like that the muscle cells, you can get rid of it. Okay, so that is the most unfair thing. The muscle cells are, if you work on it, the muscles will grow thicker and thicker and thicker. And if you do not use it, it will just shrink down and it will just go away. Okay, then you need to rebuild the muscle cells again, all over again, right? The muscle fiber, that's what we call it. The muscle fiber, we need to start rebuilding it. But fats can't do that, unfortunately. So muscle, if it's lost, it's lost. You need to build it all over again by exercising, lifting heavy weights to allow the muscle fiber to grow again. You want to push the muscle fiber to grow, like force the muscles to grow. But fats is just, it's just there. So that is a very unfair thing in this world, that you need to realize that our biggest enemy is the fats, and you need to make sure that you want to keep your enemy's army in control, keep them as small as possible. Okay, yeah, so this is the main thing that I want to talk about in today's session, is you need to make sure that you want to control your fat cells and you want to increase your muscle cells to be able to have a healthy, fit life. Okay, and both of them have very, very different characteristics. It cannot mix and magically transform into something else. Okay, but you can play with different things to make sure that you get the result that you want. Okay, what do I mean by playing with different things? Is if you are not able to exercise, okay, make sure you eat less. If you are able to exercise, then continue eating less so that you can achieve the best result that you want. Okay, if you're eating a lot, you are a person who loves eating, you need to make sure that you exercise more consistently. If you're a person who already don't like to eat, some people don't like to eat, they just don't like eating, right? So if you're a person like that, now good for you. You have a freedom on whether you want to. If you don't want to exercise, no problem. You will just maintain. But if you're going to exercise, you are just going to become a healthier and fitter person. So you have a choice on what to do in your life. But you need to put in the hard work. You need to put in the hard work. You need to have a plan for yourself on what are you going to do? How are you going to do it? Okay, so same goes to like everything in our life. We need to have a plan for it, because if you do not have a plan, then basically you're getting nowhere. Okay, you do not know where is your destination, and you will be going nowhere. Okay, so I am just here to share my knowledge to you, because I know a lot of people have all this misconception. People do not actually know all this fact, and I'm here to tell you all this. So if you have any questions, you can ask me right now. Okay, if not, then we will end the session early today because the the message I want to send to you is very simple only. Okay, it's very simple, um, but it's also very complicated at the same time. I hope you all understand what I am talking about. Okay, because it really is the body is just way too complex. Okay, it's very, very complex. I spent many years of my life to learn all these things, and most people will not have the knowledge to tell you that, you know, all these things about cells and muscles and all this stuff. Yeah, and I'm sharing to you because I do not want you to get the wrong idea and do the wrong thing. Last week, for those of you who came last week, I actually talked about sweat. Is sweating means you are losing fat. It's also the same like today's topic. It's very similar. It's very similar. Sweat is water. Fat is fat. And muscle is muscles. They are all very different things. So you need to understand what you want to achieve and try to have a plan to achieve the things that you want to achieve. Sweating doesn't mean that you are losing fat. Okay, gaining muscles also doesn't necessarily mean that you are losing fat. You can gain muscles and keep a lot of fat at the same time if you don't go on a diet. um yeah, losing fat doesn't mean that you are gaining muscle. Okay, losing fat doesn't mean that you will sweat more, or yeah, you will sweat more. Gaining muscles doesn't mean that you are losing fat. Okay, losing muscles doesn't mean that your fat will gain as well. Okay, it is very confusing, I know. Okay, Sylvia here say, I was suffering from binge eating until today. Sometimes I will lose control. Any tips to control binge eating? Okay, now there's many ways to control binge eating. I think binge eating is probably one of the best topic that I like to talk about. Maybe I should talk about this next week, right? I should write it down and make sure I should talk about binge eating. Um, so how to control your binge eating? First thing first, you need to understand, is this a psychological problem or it's just a physical problem? Okay, I'm very serious about this. Yeah, if it's a psychological problem, then it will be the best that you can consult um, a psychiatrist, somebody who can help you with your psychology. Okay, mental health issue is a big issue. It is not something that it's not something wrong with you. It's just like getting a flu. People do get flu. Okay, people have low immune system doesn't mean that you have a problem, right? Some people have low immune system. They get flu all the time. If this is a psychological problem, doesn't mean that you have a big problem. It's just like you have a low immune system, a low mental immune system. So you get flu, which is your binge eating, often. Okay? So you need to identify. If it's not a psychological problem, good. If it's not a psychological problem, it's much easier to deal with. Okay? Now, how do you deal with it? So I'm assuming, because I'm not a like psychologist, right? So I'm assuming it's not a psychological problem, right? So how are you supposed to control your binge eating? Number one is understand where your binge eating come from. Everybody binge eat for a different reason. Some people binge eat because they are very stressed. Okay. Some people binge eat because they are lonely. Some people binge eat when they are happy. Okay. Everybody binge eat for a different reason. So you need to find out what is the reason that you are binge eating. Okay, so from today, you probably want to be a little bit more aware of, when you get the binge eating feeling, like you just feel like you want to eat. Okay, you need to find out when is the time that triggers you that you want to binge eat. And not just when I say when, right, there's a few when. The timing, is it morning, afternoon, midnight? What exactly is the time? Most people tend to get binge eating midnight 12 o'clock. They just feel like they need to munch on something. Okay, it's just the hormones reacting to you. Okay, so that's one thing. So you need to make sure you time it down. Okay, second thing is your emotional status. What kind of emotions actually trigger your binge eating? Like I said just now, right? Some people eat when they are stressed. Some people binge eat when they are lonely, midnight lonely, then they binge eat. Those who are stressed, usually they will binge eating in the office when they are working. Then they just have some keropok at the side, and then they just keep eating, right? Some people binge eat when they are happy, when they are with their friends. They will just eat a lot until they vomit because they're very happy. Sometimes you can binge eat to a occasion as well. Okay, for example, some people like to binge eat while watching movie. Okay, every time they on their TV, they just feel like eating. So you need to figure out when you binge eat. Once you realize already, then every time when you have that trigger, right, you just need to control yourself. You just need to tell yourself, not today. Okay, not today. So you want to control it as much as you could. The next thing is, so once you now figure out all that stuff already, right, you need to make sure that you do not buy unhealthy food at home. We all like to binge eat on unhealthy food. Okay, nobody binge eat on fruits and vegetables. One, I've never heard of it. Not that I've heard of. Okay, nobody binge eat on vegetables and fruits. So what you're going to do is go and buy a lot of vegetables and fruits and keep it at home. Do not buy any of the, your favorite food, like your potato chips or whatever, or I don't know, whatever is your favorite food, the food that you binge eat on. Do not buy any of them. Just tie your hand when you go to buy groceries. Tie your hand, literally. This is what I literally do. Like, I have a binge eating problem too. When I was young, I binge eat on dessert. I love eating dessert. I cannot eat rice, not eat noodles for long period of time, but I cannot not eat dessert. Especially if I see a brownies. Brownies is my devil. Okay, I love eating brownies. I literally will do this to myself. I will actually like lock my arms. I will, if I go shopping and I see and I wanted to buy it, I will just lock my hand like that behind my back and say, no, no, no. And then I'll just walk past it. Okay, so you need to have that self control. Yeah, need to have the self control too. Today is not easy. It's not easy, but take one step at a time. Do not make it too strict at the beginning. If you stop everything completely, your body will want to binge it all the time. So what you need to do is take one step at a time. So if you binge every day, right, challenge yourself by stop binge eating for one day. Okay, if you binge it 7 days a week, right? So you choose one day and say, okay, one day I don't want to binge it. Then once you achieve one day not binge eating, increase it into 2 days, increase it into 3 days, increase it into 4 days, then you slowly increase it. Okay, you can give yourself a tiny reward at the end, but very tiny lah. You want to make sure that you need to promise yourself that you do not overeat if you are going to reward yourself. Okay? Yeah. So you need to take it very, very, very slowly. Because if not, if you stop completely tomorrow, what is going to happen is your body will have this um, rejection. What do you call that? Um, uh, what do you call that? Like if you remove your drug, it's called what? Forgot the name of it already. So you have the reaction. Okay, so you what is the word already? Uh, okay, never mind. You understand what I mean, right? So don't remove it. Withdrawal symptoms. Yes, thank you, Audie. Withdrawal symptoms. If you remove everything completely at one go, you will have the withdrawal symptoms, and it's going to be bad. Then the next time you binge it, it's going to be worse. Okay, so take it very slowly. Yeah, yeah. Withdrawal. Yes, yes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So that is all for today. So once again, this is today's topic, right? Does fats turn into muscles? The answer is no. False, 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 false. Okay, so I hope everybody understand what I am trying to tell all of you today. If you have any more questions, you can feel free to ask me. Okay, but I just want to. Okay, you can see my screen, right? So I'm going to end this session very soon if you have no more questions, okay? So make sure you follow me on my Facebook, my Instagram, my LinkedIn, and also on my YouTube, okay? So go and follow. If you want to ask me any question, you can ask me in any of my social media, okay? I will get back to you as quickly as I can. If you want to talk to me more, okay, you can always schedule a 30 minutes consultation with me so that I can, talk to you and understand you better to be able to give you the best advice that I can give, okay? Yeah, do share it with your friends and family if you find value in my session. Yep, let me just remove this. Okay, so that is all for today. Okay, very simple topic. And thank you, Sylvia. I have next week's topic I want to talk about already. Okay, because of you. So we're going to talk about binge eating next week. Okay, if you have problem with binge eating, or if your friends have problem with binge eating, do stay tuned. Next week, I'm going to talk about binge eating. All right. So that is it for today. Thank you, everybody, and I hope you have a good day. Okay, now the lockdown is over. You're able to travel to different places, interstates, traveling, all that stuff. So make sure you take care of yourself and make sure you eat well, because I know a lot of you wants to go out and enjoy yourself and eat a lot. But remember what I say just now: do not overindulge. If your fat cell grow already, you cannot get rid of it. Okay, you cannot get rid of the fat cell completely. The only thing you can do is just you just need to go on a diet lah to make the fat cells shrink. Okay, so I hope you remember this and make sure you tell this to all your friends and family so that they can start controlling their fat percentage, their fat level, because we all know this: if your fat is going high, you're going to start to have a lot of health problems. It's not just about fitness level, but your health are going to be very, very highly affected as well. All right. So thank you very much, everyone, for those of you who are tuning in, and I will see you next week, next Tuesday. Bye bye.